Hello everyone! I believe we are now live. Terribly sorry about that. A little bit late this evening. Good evening, Philip. What is going on here? Good morning, hi. Hey. Hi. How are we all? How is everyone? I'm very well, thank you, Robert. How are you? Hello, Justin. Hello, Pascal. Oh, thank you very much for the donation, hey. Merry Christmas, one and all. Happy holidays to you all. That is very, very kind of you. Hello, Fred. Hi, Mark. I hope you are all having a wonderful Wednesday on this countdown to Christmas week. It's 4:10 in the morning. Yeah, blimey. Of course it is. Of course it is. It's only 8 o'clock here. What are you doing awake, buddy? Are you awake for a Warhipster stream? Good evening, Eli. So, Merry Wednesday. Smashing sweater. Thank you very much, Harry, not Barry. I do have a Warhammer Christmas sweater that I was going to wear. But I was watching the tail end of Hawkeye and I didn't realise it was an hour-long episode rather than a 50-minute episode. So it was a little bit late and then just ran upstairs and didn't have a time to do my outfit change. But alas, I was wearing a Christmassy jumper all day anyway, because that's how I roll during Christmas week. Oh, thank you very much, Ross. Hey, Josh, sorry I can't join you in this evening. Just wanted to wish everyone a great festive season. However you celebrate, we'll catch you soon. Stay positive, stay awesome. Thank you so much for dropping by and for the 10, Ross. Merry Christmas to you and yours. I hope you have a great one. And I'm sure we will speak again very, very soon. Right, today we are reviewing another product. Yes, that's what we're doing. We're reviewing some stuff from Warfactor. Warfactor.eu is the website. Warfactor.eu. So we're going to do that. We're going to take a look at what's in the box that they've sent me. And then we're also going to maybe do a little bit of hobby at the end. We're also going to all chat Christmas and get excited for Christmas. We're going to look at the year in review. We're going to do all of that good stuff. It's going to be relaxed. It's going to be fun. It's going to be festive. We've got some jazzy covers of Christmas songs going on in the background. Just, there's that mellow. I don't know how loud it is, how clearly you can hear it. We'll just whack up the volume just a little bit now. But, yeah, I'm just going to grab the parcel. And the literature. So I do have some literature as well to read out as we get to it, which is very useful. Now, they sent me this stuff a little while ago, so if you don't know who Warfactor are, they were originally called TT Adapters, which some of you might have heard of. So they started in 2015, and the first product they made was a rebasing adapter for miniatures size 25mm that needed the size 32mm. here it is. TT adapters. 25 to 32 millimeter adapters. So this is something that is really useful, having had a little play around with it. If you have a bunch of stuff that is on 25 millimeter bases that needs to go up to 32 mil bases, i.e. Space Marines from a bygone age, or something else. They come in a bunch of different colors, and this is it. This is what they look like. Little bits of circular plastic. There they are. And you just get 2 bits and you stick them together like this around a base. Now I've got a little Gene Stealer Cult familiar here. There. Which he is on a 25mm base. That's what he's supposed to be on. But if I wanted him to be on a 32mm base, all I need to do is that. And it becomes a 32mm base. How beautifully easy is that? Now, it does require a little bit of glue, as far as I can tell. Or a magnet. Or maybe just, a little bit of double-sided sticky tape if you wanted to be able to sort of take it on and off. But, like, there you go. 25mm to 32mm. It's very, very cool. It's very handy, Philip. Because when you have models such as, like Lamarty's, he's on a 25, he needs to be on a 32. Asterath, he comes on 25. Dante comes on a 25. So yeah, it's madness. And you get 50 of them. So you probably only ever really need to buy 1 packet of these. But I think I think this is the type of product that you just get and have it in your back pocket. So like, for example, all of the demonettes come on 25mm bases. If you wanted, you could just put them on 32s using these. Now they look really cool from a 25mm perspective as like a display item, which I'll show you now because I think it looks really nice. So if you take, for example, this demonette here on its 25mm base, from a display perspective, I think it makes it look more like a game piece, as it were, something like Cursed City or whatever. But there you go. I really like that. Just kind of making that 25mm display item like that. But yeah, I would heartily recommend just picking up a bag of these. Just for that time when you're inevitably going to want to convert stuff from 25 to 32s. Or, you like the look of a 32 instead. So that's one thing that they've sent me. So there we go. Warfactor.eu, for those who missed that at the beginning. Do they do different colours? They do different colours. I believe there's a red, there's a green, there's a blue, there's black, obviously. Yeah, so I mean, it's a way of like, another application of it would be like if you had a bunch of stuff that you wanted to do on 32mm bases, but you had a bunch of 25mm bases, you could stick your model to that, prime it, and then stick this around it, and you've already got a black rim or a coloured rim, for example. But yeah, you get 50 of those in a pack, which is really, really cool. Very useful. It's not like you get 10. That is, for the purposes of doing whole armies, if you've got like for all those orc players out there who've got a massive amount of orcs on 25mm bases, or even like Gene Stealers, should they go up to 32, which, they might, in the new codex. Warfactor.eu TT adapters, 25 to 32 mil, 50 adapters in a packet. It's really good value for money. Hey Warhipster, I asked a question ages ago about Death Company stripes. Okay. When did you ask it? And I shall do my best to answer it. Whilst I get the next thing, which is this. What was the question, Maverick? You gave me great tips, worked well. Awesome. So, I'm so glad I helped. I can't remember what I told you. Was it on stream? I think it was, wasn't it? It's coming back to me, maybe. Right, yes. Warfactor.eu. The other product they have sent me. Magnetic movement trays. These are pretty cool. So these are called thunder trays. Using triangles. Ah, yes. Yes, now I remember it. Paint the triangles rather than the cross. So, this is what we have. We have some magnetic movement trays. Now, this is what I think it comes in when you order this stuff from them. Is you get this handy little box, which can be used to store things. But we have here they come. Right. So, magnetic movement trays. Now, as things have become more prevalent with using things like magnetic cases, I think these are really, really, really important. I think they're very, very good. So these are the 32 mil, I think. Yep, 32 mil 5x2 line black movement trays. So they're just like a piece of machined metal. It feels nice. It's sturdy. It's not bending or anything, so you know that's doing the business. And here's the trick with it. They are magnetic. So what you do, there we go, is you've got your magnets. It's a strong connection as well. So what you would do is you would put your magnets on the bottom of your bases, and then you take your unit of 32 mil dudes and away you go. Now they're perfectly spaced to be an inch apart, and they're also very unobtrusive. So we've got these Necrons here, which we are going to stick some magnets to demonstrate it a little bit later. These Necrons that have had so many experiments done on them. But as you can see, they just slot on there. Like that. Which is very cool. And then the trays just line up quite nicely with each other. So it is a way of getting your guys around the field very quickly. Now, they believe they do supply magnets as well. Let's have a look. So they recommend using a bit of green stuff. I don't have any green stuff, but yes. So yeah, no, they said they did send me some magnets. I've got them in this packet here. So they sent me these. I think they're 3x2s. I'll be able to tell you for sure in just a moment. No, they're a little bit bigger. Maybe 3x3. But yeah, so they've got some recommended magnets I'll find out what they are. But there they are. And you effectively, you don't have to do anything with the base, with the tray itself. You just have to stick it to the model. Now, of course, we use a bit of super glue for that, which I don't know where my super glue is. It'll be here somewhere. Maybe it's in that box down there. We'll grab it in just a second. I'm just going to open up a packet of magnets to demonstrate how it looks, because again, I've had a play around initially, and I was very impressed. Magnet. Where are you? Where have you gone? Super glue. I suspect it's in my little travel box. Just here to wish a good Christmas holiday and looking forward to 2022 to see more of your work. Oh, thank you, Lion. Now, the Lion is here. Durden. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Merry Christmas to you too, sir. The content won't stop over Christmas. No, sir. I have 4 more videos ready to go. Your sacrificial Necron reminds me of when we played that game. I gave you Necron heads as I'd given to friends. I played for base decoration. They hadn't really clicked that you own plenty already. I actually don't have any spare Necron heads. I've lost the sprues, Dom. I will use yours when I do some more demons. Probably in the new year now. But yes, there are 4 more videos coming. Where do you buy these in the UK? So you get them from their website. It is Warfactor.eu. I don't know if they have a UK supplier. Yeah, I'm just going to quickly glue some magnets on. And then we'll let them dry for a few seconds. Elliot. But yeah, you can get them from actually, here's an important thing to check. Are they both sided? One. That magnet's gone forever. Hang on. Tiny magnets. Right. So, yeah, it sticks on that side. Oh, yeah. You don't have to worry about polarity either, which is very, very cool. That's always good. Right. We're just going to sacrificial Necron time. Could actually just put it on there a little bit, but I'm just going to put a dot of super glue on this base when it decides to play ball. Like that. These are the right magnets, yes. Yes, they are. Alright, we'll just leave that to dry with the base facing up because we don't want it to frost over immediately, which it will do if we just turn it upside down now. You can super glue me anytime. Oh, you believe it, I will. There we go. Like I said, you just leave it like that for a minute. Now, in many ways, these are perfect for these Necrons because, you know, if you're running a 20-man Necron warrior blob, having a cheeky little movement tray like this is quite useful, no? That wasn't a loaded thing at you, Dom. But like this would be perfect for my bloodletters, for example. Particularly when just like trying to place them as 2 ranks. And then just move them around the tabletop. Loved the Sanguinius vid. Oh, you're so welcome, Maverick. I loved making that Sanguinius vid. And I can't believe it took me so long to finally get around to doing him. I've had him since my 30th birthday. So, over a year. My 20-man blobs didn't last long. No, they didn't. But they might with Warfactor.eu Thunder Trays. Once we've got this done, I'll show you the other styles that they come in, because they've sent me a couple of other ones which are really cool, because it's not just these like 3x2 ranked ones. So it depends entirely on like how you intend to use the oh, just not like that, thank you. Guess that'll do. That magnet's going on holiday. Just started using contrast paints due to your vids. Well, I'm so glad. That's the whole game. That was the whole aim of the channel. Get everybody using what I think is probably the best paint in the world. Ah, this super glue, man. You either get very little coming out, or you get way too much. I'm yet to find a good super glue. If anyone has a recommendation, GW killed formations with the end of Warhammer Fantasy to just bring them back in 40k. Well, they're now about to resurrect them with Old World. Right, there we go. So we've got our 5 magnets on our 5 Necrons. Now, as I said, they do other versions of these trays. So it depends on how you want to kind of, you know, line up your guys. But what we've got here is we've got some straight line. A straight line one. We've got a straight line 25mm as well. So you could like rank them up like that. Very useful for traveling with. We've got some like 2-inch ones, I think, adapters. So it's just like some I use the bicarb trick for instant superglue bonding. What's the bicarb trick, Philip? Gorilla Glue is good. Yeah, that's what I'm using. I don't like it. It's so low profile. They're so thin. Look at that. They're very cool. Yeah, so they've got these ones. Not entirely sure what the purpose of those ones are. I'm sure they've sent me a list of what I've got, so we'll find out. We also have these shaped cavalry bases. Colour forged super glue with precision applicator tips. Oh, nice. Lots of recommendations. Yeah, so you got these little cavalry sized bases, which are very cool. And you got those as well, same thing. Yep, exactly the same size. So that's really awesome. And they're in a slight kind of circle as well, so you know, use them for like holding objectives and whatnot. They've also sent me, yes, here we go. We've got some 2-inch spacing ones. There we go. So always maintaining coherency, which is the aim of the game, of course. And then we have like a standard, same as those stacks, we have the standard 3x2 cavalry stack as well. And then we've got these, which are interesting. So these are little 25mm ones. So that's for like a little triangle, which is very useful. But then you've got these ones, which are my favourite, which is these circular ones, 25mm again. And then with a unit of 10, you can just do that. And you've got your perfect circle for your demonettes to stand around an objective. And then you can just move it like that. Which is really cool. There's loads and loads and loads of options. That's weighty. So yeah, look, there's more of those stacked ones. And we've got more of those 3x2 ones. Like that. So yeah, tons and tons and tons of options with which to play. The circular one really does look handy, doesn't it? And this doesn't just come in 25mm. I know it comes in 32 as well. And I think, you know, I mean, it does come in the same cavalry one. It's just not quite as pronounced as that one. But that's really, really cool. Particularly, as I say, as a Demons player, or even like a Tyranids player with your 25mm. When you're standing on the objectives. It's just useful. It's very, very useful. Right, let's get these out of the way, because that super glue should be reasonably dry. But yeah, they've sent me tons of this stuff, which is really awesome. Really awesome. Big thank you to them at Warfactor. So yeah, here we go. Right, so there's our 3x2 stack. So these should be glued by now, but what we'll do is we'll just stick our Necron on. As I say, they do generally recommend that you use a little bit of green stuff, so you get that like pure contact, but I don't have any green stuff, so I'm using super glue. But that is weighty. That feels like a heavy connection. There you go. That is not going anywhere, and you can just so I think with the green stuff you'll get that like flush connection, which means you'll be able to just like pick one up and move them. But like if you just pick up a couple, and like I said, it's really, like I said earlier as well, they're really slimline, and so it's really subtle as a connection. So whilst you can see the in between space of the bases, you can see the in between space. It's not obtrusive. It's also not like putting any lips around the outside. So that like gaming for advantage or whatever, because you know some bases, they have just that little bit of extra plastic or whatever, movement trays I should say. They have that little bit of plastic for the guys to sort of almost clip in, which kind of means you can't then use them in a combat situation. But in this, you can absolutely combat situation them. You don't need to lift these off to do your charge, because they're just on there. Like that, which is really cool. Like I said, I've got some literature here. Yes, the other thing I meant to say is because these are metal. That's what I'm saying. I believe the little circle here serves a purpose. This one here, I'm not sure what the purpose is. But my point being is that when you've got a magnetic model, moving these from your magnetic case, if you're using a magnetic case, can be really useful. Because you've already done half the work at that point, right? And then you're just moving these guys about. It's really useful. Really, really cool. So yeah, what did they say in their literature for me? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so the Thunder trays and Thunder coins. So they do like an individual one of these as well. If you wanted to just put that, attach that onto the base. So Thunder coins. That's it. So they do Thunder coins. I used to switch from square to round bases, but the coin can also be used as far as your imagination goes, perhaps in a diorama. So yeah, if you've got square base miniatures and you get these things, you can just magnetize these onto the Thunder coins, and you've got a circular base at that point. So it fits nice and snugly on the coins. It does come in. These do come in a couple of different colors as well. So you've got black, green, brown, and grey. If black is not your thing. The tabletop adapters, these ones, they come in black, white, grey, blue, yellow, red, green, and purple. For the question earlier about do they come in alternative colours. So, yeah. There we go. If you're watching Warfactor, and I think you are, thank you so much for sending this stuff to me. It's really cool. I think these are fantastic. Hello, Grimshroom. I think these are really cool products. I would wholeheartedly, and I intend to use them for my demons. Moving demons around the table is a complicated, tricky, and horrible thing to do sometimes. But that right there is very cool. I just need to get some green stuff to really make sure that those magnets are flush to the adapter, but I think these are revolutionary, which is, you know, not something I say very often, but I think these are very, very cool, and I would wholeheartedly recommend them. So I recommend you check them out. It's Warfactor.eu is their name. Thunder trays and TT adapters are their game. Oh my goodness. Damn magnets. Haha. I am your master now. But yeah, what do you guys think? I think these are really cool products. I think they're well worth investigating if you play a Horde army. Can you link them in the description, please? I absolutely will do. I will also drop a link. Let me make sure I've got the absolute right. Oh, okay. We've got... they've given me a different link here. We've got... It is www.wargadgets.com. But I'll put that in the description. In fact, I can probably do it now. Check out www.wargadgets.com. Done. That should be. You should be able to see that now. Yeah, it says wargadgets.com and they are called Warfactor. But yeah, Thunder coins, Thunder trays, and base adapters. They've not sent me any of the Thunder coins, but there you go. I like things neat and orderly, as do I, Philip. Orderly and coherent and awesome. Right. With that done, with that said, and if you have any more questions, I'll try and answer them. If not, do go and check out wargadgets.com, otherwise known as Warfactor. If you just search for Warfactor.eu, you'll find them. Yeah, should be in the description of this video now. Oh, right. So, what to do now? Should we do some hobby? Should we do a thing? I don't know what to do though. I rearranged my cupboard today. That was my exciting progress, which I think I might be able to show you if we do a little bit of creative jiggling with the lead. Would you like to see inside my cabinet of wonders? Should we do that? We're going on an adventure. Right, here we go. So, this is as far as the lead will take me. But, we did a, I did a big old reorganization of the big cupboard, of the big display cabinet. So now all of the big boys are in there, including the demons. There's all the painted Space Marines, some Stormcast down there, some unfinished Dark Angels, my Night household, dragons, Kragnos, more Stormcast, Gut Rippers, all of the Blood Angels in the world, Sanguinius there, front and centre, more dragon, and maybe you can just see her wing poking out. For those of you who don't follow me on Instagram, Marathi is finished, and her tutorial will be making its way very soon to YouTube. But there you go. There you have it. That's what I did today. I reorganized that cupboard. Don't you have any Christmas minis? We could make a Christmas mini. We've run out of music. One moment. We could do a pen. Questions on gold? Yeah, by all means, fire away. By all means, fire away. I'll answer any questions. Is it two of the popular IKEA ones? It is, yeah. With the doors built opposite each other, so it opens out like this, rather than two doors that open on the same hinge like that. It opens like that, which is very cool. It was an entirely productive use of my day. There was just so much stuff in there that didn't need to be in there, and so much stuff that really desperately needed to be in there because it was just living out here on the desk. Like the dragons were living out here on the desk. They need to be safely kept in there because, you know, they're volatile. They'll explode at any moment. I actually need 2 more of these because I could fill 2 more. I'm just trying to think if I've got a miniature that I can paint on here that doesn't need to be filmed. But yes, do ask away any questions that you have, particularly if it's about gold. Maverick, I will continue to ponder what I'm going to do. In fact, oh, I don't think I've actually shown anyone this. I know what we can do. We can build this. Battle in Balin's tomb. Because this game is really cool. And I believe it's all push fit. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to build this now. Sorry, Lol, how do I become a member? There should be a little button underneath this video that says join. If there isn't, you can go to the channel page that says, and it says join there. Or you can go to Patreon and use Patreon to join. Oh, that's cool. A little bit of artwork there. Battle in Balin's Tomb, a Middle-earth adventure game. And then we turn it over, and there we have it. Assembling the miniatures. I did wonder where the instructions were. And this is cool because they are all push fit, as you can see. Now I'm probably going to take this home with me for Christmas and see if I can convince some people to play it with me. We've got a ring, and my fingers are too big for it. Look at that. Or I think you can maybe do it from this, to answer your question about becoming a member. Let me just quickly look at it again. Your channel. Yeah, should underneath this video, there's a little button that says join. Oh, we got some jazzy Christmas. Right, let's start with some Moria goblins. I was thinking for this video, well, for this set, that I would do a video on how to paint the goblins and the troll. Thank you so much for becoming a member there, Bloodlines. Bloodline 83. That's very kind of you. Oh no, I missed one. Did I clip it? No, I didn't. There we go. Where is my remove there? There it is. He's actually pretty good for mold lines. Maybe I just can't really see it because it's the red plastic. That's one. Love the videos. Always learn something from them. That's very good. That's exactly what I'm after. I'm glad I can help. And like I said, I've got 4 more coming up this for this. Well, 3 this year and 1 on like the 2nd of January. You know, so I've got 4 more planned. Got Shard of the Void Dragon. We've got Marathi. We've got Spartan themed armies, and we've got Black Templars Castellan as well. So all of that is still to come. So you'll be having plenty of new Warhipster content over the Christmas period. Particularly if you picked up any Christmas presents along the way. There's 2. 2 goblins. Three down. Oh, we've got a little bit of... Just joined Patreon. Oh, thank you so much, Maverick. That is very, very kind of you. Making my Christmas come true. Not that that's a real sentence. Oh, that's very, very kind of you. You should be able to see a link to join the Discord, if that's something that you want to do, where you can chat to us. To what is probably the best community of Warhammerists ever. Just nice, chill, awesome people. Oh, would you look at that? These are all on 25mm bases. Is that right?
Christmas, everybody.
That looks like a 32 to me. It's not, it's 25. Yeah. Just a little bit of a gap on either side of his feet. It's a bit annoying. Hey ho. Death Company stripes were enough. Ah, that's very kind. Happy to help. We've got a lot more Death Company content actually coming next year. We've got a Death Company Dreadnought to do as a commission. Which will be fun. First black, contrast black vehicle. Well, vehicle-sized unit. 4 models down. How many are there? 4, 8, 12. 21, 22. Okay. Oh. I'm shocked that this live stream did not come up as a notification. Did it not? It should have done, Ben. I'm sorry. Can't rely on YouTube for anything these days, can you? Ah, it's a classic weird decision to put the contact point on the head. Tongue still blue. No, it's all good. And I've had no ill effects from drinking speed paint from last week. Tell you what I did get ill effects of. I got a bit of brush soap up my nose yesterday, and it was deeply unpleasant. It smells really nice. I wonder why that is. Which means you can taste more. No. No. I said that would be the first and only time. How would link to Discord? There should be... oh, thank you very much for becoming a member, Dave. There should be a link either... somewhere as a post. They should just say like a join here link. Somewhere, or it should have popped up as part of your subscription benefits. I've never subscribed to my own thing, so I don't see how it looks, but if not, don't worry, I will send you a message on Patreon with the join link if you can't find it. But it should be there in the timeline somewhere if you just scroll down. There we go. Similarly, if you can't find a join link on YouTube membership, if you scroll down in the community, there should be a members only post, which has the Discord link there. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? This is a really nice cover of Auld Lang Syne. I've heard it many times since signing up to Epidemic Sound. A bit of a mould line there across his head. I just sung then, didn't I? I do apologise. You see how I cut myself yesterday with the hobby knife? Oh, it was horrible. It was one of those cuts where you're picking it up and then it just slips out your hand. there on the helmet. Ah, you managed it. Perfect. Well, welcome to the Discord. All of the fun times. Is that why you've got red plastic today? Yeah. I cut my finger and then dyed all my plastic red. Is anybody hoping for Warhammer for Christmas? Oh, this playlist is festive as hell. Oh no, we've got components. Got Templars coming. Nice. I have some clam rats from my boys. Awesome. A dragon. Yes. My Secret Santa list was a number of boxes of minis. We'll see what I get. Ooh. It's a surprise. I'm hoping for some more dragons. I think having 6 Stormdrake Guard is a reasonable thing. Maybe 8. I might get a couple more boxes, but is that right? Looks it. Oh, Mark's got the dragons too! I'm hoping that my dragons video, well, they have already been very popular, and thank you to everyone who's watched them. And left a like or whatever on them. That's very, very kind of you. But I'm hoping that over Christmas, everybody is getting dragons. And they'll just explode over Christmas, and everyone will be watching how to paint Krondis or Karazai. And we'll see many an awesome, awesome dragon over the Christmas period. No surprise, because I asked my wife to check the wing gap. No, that's sensible. That is a sensible idea. Did they say what they were going to do to resolve that? Did they say they were going to replace the bit? I was so lucky that I didn't have it. Of the 2 dragons I got, not a single wing gap issue was had. I was so lucky. So I remember somebody asking on the Instagram live stream saying, does yours have a gap under its arm? I was like, no. Should it? It's like, mine does. I was like, oh. And that was the first I'd heard of it, because obviously they had arrived that Saturday morning, and I hadn't looked at the internet other than being on Instagram Live. And the first I heard of it. I used your guide for my Silent King, and I'm so chuffed with the way it turned out. I'm going to use your Templars colour scheme. The purple highlights on the armour look class. They really do. Thank you so much. I'm glad you used. I'm glad you enjoyed the Zarak video. If you're still doing Necrons, should I show you? I don't think anyone's seen this yet. Sneak peek of my Void Dragon. Would you like to see the Void Dragon that you're going to get a video for very, very shortly? Let's see if I can extricate him from the... This might be difficult. There we go. Here he is. Okay, one of my lights has died. Well, there you go. So, video for this bad boy. It's coming out very soon. It's very cool. Very fun model to work on. Now the question is, does it go back in as easily as it came out? Yes. Just. It's odd. Light just died. Battery's gone in it. That's annoying. Hey ho. Steel body looks great. Thank you very much. I'm excited about Cursed City coming back. I too am excited about Cursed City coming back. It's about damn time. You want to do Be'lakor, but it's a bit intimidating. Yeah, he is a scary model. He's one of those ones where I think there's no real kind of easy way of doing it. So it's just kind of... You either just got to jump in whole hog or just get, like, you know, do it when you're ready. He's absolutely worth it, though. I mean, my... This sounds really big-headed. Mine is now officially an award-winning Be'lakor. Following my own guide. Because I filmed it as I was doing it. I haven't painted 2 Be'lakors, but he is now an award-winning Be'lakor, which is quite funny to say. But yeah, he is an intimidating bugger, that's for sure. It's just very complicated. I think for him, possibly doing some sub-assemblies might be a good idea. So just like leaving the wings off. I did mine in one sub-assembly. I had the whole body and then I had the base as 2 separate things. Just because it made it a lot more manageable to look at. Then maybe taking the wings off as well. Because then once you take the wings off of Be'lakor, he looks really small. He looks diddy. Good evening, Chewy. We're building this, Chewy. Videos to come next year. I left the wings off of Mortarion, that helped. Yeah. Oh. So sometimes So I will pretty much always paint a miniature fully assembled. Pretty much always, without fail. There are some where it gets halfway through and I go, oh, I should have left this off. Morty was one of them. Like the smoke trail on his back. Probably would have been a good idea to leave that off. Typhus as well. Probably would have been a good idea to leave that off. Good evening, Marty. How are you, sir? There has only been one model where I've gone, this needs to and cannot be painted in any other way than sub-assemblies, and that was Belisarius Call. I would hate to even attempt that fully assembled. I do have a Belisarius Call, though. Which would be the 4th time I've painted him in my life. Good old Billy C. Getting over a stinking head cold. Oh, that sucks, my. Well, it's good that you're getting over it now in time for Christmas. A Merry Christmas to you, sir. Right, the goblins are assembled. Let's do the troll next. Oh, it's not even numbered. Okay. Plastic troll. A plastic cave troll. This is an odd feeling plastic. It's not your typical Games Workshop plastic, that's for sure. Oh, Ben. How did you explain that one at A&E? I had a joust with a Terrorgeist, and I lost. As much as I like painting the models, I wish Games Workshop would stop making such dynamic, awesome models. Like, you know, with the Karazai video where I knocked the paint over. Have you ever painted a Warlord Titan? I have not. Well, that's a lie. I've painted a Ordo Sinister Warlord Titan for Titanicus. But there is plans for me to paint one. Does he just stand at the back of his base like a lunatic? He's going to need to be glued. Nope, it's the wrong spray. Alright, let's get his back on next. Yeah, I would have done the same thing, Ben. What happened? Well, I got stabbed in the eye by Krondus's calamitous tail. And you know that you would have made a friend in A&E for life if the nurse or the doctor turned to you and was like, but how much of you was in 3 inches of that calamitous tail? You'd be like, oh my god, you are a Warhammer nerd as well. They did know AS, that's awesome. Ugh. That is a horrible gap. Ugh. Gonna need to get some green stuff in that. The head looks right. Oh, I've been an idiot. It literally says right there. Have to pry that apart in a minute. You still planning on an airbrush, Josh? I am, yes. I am planning on picking one up at some point next year. Just saving the money for it, really. I know they're only... I know we talked a lot about those kind of like £95 ones on Amazon. That is not man enough for that job. But yeah, it's just, you know, money's tight, especially around Christmas. So the plan is to get one. But what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a friend of mine who you know, is obsessed with airbrushes. I'm gonna get him to basically plan out my airbrush setup. And then tell me what to buy and how much it'll cost. There's such a horrible gap at the top there. That is together as it's going to go as well. No, I've not tried with Tamiya thin cement. Does it work? I think it's got to be the spear, hasn't it? It can't be the mace. That spear would have skewered a wild boar. Buy cheap, buy twice. It's one of those weird things, right, the airbrush, like... I intend to get one. Because I think it's a skill I need to learn. But, like... I'm never going to do, like, you know, the airbrush effect. You're never going to see that from me because I don't like it. You know, that sort of NMM type armor on tanks. I don't like it. I think it looks silly. It's my personal opinion. So, you know, that, I mean, it's one of those things. It's a skill that I want to learn. But it's also, as I've discussed it quite a bit on here, I'm never going to replace stuff in the videos with an airbrush because, you know, I don't want to alienate anybody who gets into this hobby who goes, oh, Warhipster, he does contrast. Let's see what it goes. The first thing we're going to do is use an airbrush. And they're going to go, oh, right, well, that's it. I'm out. I mean, that looks fine from that angle almost. It's definitely going to require green stuff. Ugh, that's annoying. And it's also going to definitely require some glue. Because it is not going to stay in that 40mm bait. 40mm? 40mm. No. It's you'll know what I mean. It's like when you see stuff that's definitely over airbrushed. I just, it's just, unless your entire army looks like that, just doing it on the tanks, it just looks strange. And like non-metallic metal as a technique is fab. I'm yet to see someone do it where it looks good from all angles. In person. It looks amazing on Instagram, but like most of the time I'll look at a non-metallic miniature and I'll be like, oh, that looks good from that angle. But as soon as I do that, it just looks weird, you know? A great example of this was I once saw a Lehman Russ, the Primark, and it was gorgeous from that angle. It looked like it had been drawn or it looked like a photograph. But as soon as you turned it like that a little bit, you could see all of the weird interactions that it now had, because it had all been painted from the angle of where the light was coming from that one thing. So on the back, it looked really awful, because he tried to replicate the same thing on the front, on the back, and it's like, well, how many miniature suns is Russ standing under? Because he can't be the same level of shiny, shimmery thing on the back as he is on the front. The light source is here, so it just looked really weird. Flame on miniature stuff looks awesome. Yeah, no, there are people. I think it can look really cool. For me, I don't like it a lot of the time. My favourite example of it is if you go and look at the Dawn painting on Forge World. If you go and look at that, it's all non-metallic metal, and he's even done OSL, and there's even all this kind of thing. And like, if you look at Dawn's neck, what they've done is really impressive skill, actually. Is they've added like the light reflecting from his battle plate on his chin. Problem is, they've chosen a sort of quite white man with gold on him, with quite a warm light, so it looks like he's sick around the neck. It looks like he's feeling a bit queasy, and I'm just like, I don't want my Primarchs to look queasy. I also don't want my Space Marine tanks to look like they're covered in gloss paint. But that's just me. I am interested to see how contrast works through an airbrush. I suspect it's not as strong. It doesn't do as much of a strong contrast effect. But yes, long rant aside, I am planning on getting an airbrush just to test some stuff out. I'm sorry if you can hear me getting text messages. My mother is texting me asking for my password to Netflix. There is Gimli, son of Gloin. Oh, we've got some more components. What new 40k releases are you wanting next year? I want World Eaters and Angron. I would like that too. I don't know, you know, it's such a tricky one, what do you want to see, because my imagination is never good enough for what actually comes out. Like if you'd ask if you'd ask me like, do you want Stormcast dragons? I'd be like, yeah. But I wasn't like sat here last year going like, I really want Stormcast to get dragons, you know. And that goes together better than the cave troll. More lieutenants. Would Contrastor even be able to congeal properly when diluted and shot through an airbrush? See, I don't know if it will, Ben. I think it'll just be like using a thinned down paint. I don't think you'll get the heavy pigment out of it. And you won't get the light. I don't think you get the highlight out of it either. I mean, we know that we can pretty much safely assume at this point Custodies aren't getting any new models. They're getting the Blade Champion and that's it. We can safely say that the Gene Stealer Cults aren't getting any new models. They're getting the whatever it's called and that's it. Eldar we're seeing quite a few bits for. Tau, we've already seen Dark Strider. I would like Chaos to have a big year next year. Plastic aspect rollers, I don't really care. I know a lot of people do, but I don't really care about them. You know, like, they're going to be very cool to see, and I'll probably end up painting them. And, you know, it's always good to see new models, but like, I'm not going to be, you know, starting an Eldar army or anything. Astra Militarum, yeah. New guard range. Oh, I'd love a Captain Titus to get. I'd love an official Titus. Sister Silence get a few more options. That would be nice, but I don't think they will. That's the problem. I think we'd have seen some of it by now. You're getting the Knight Centura, or Oblivion Knight. Or whatever it's called, the HQ datasheet, but like, it's just a Witch Seeker, Vigilator, which leads me to believe you're going to be able to take Sisters of Silence in units of 4. Otherwise, you're going to buy a box of them, and then you're going to have 4 left over, which will be really annoying. Squats. New Catachans? That would be cool. That would be cool. I tell you what I would like. I would like every chapter of Space Marines, and I mean every chapter of Space Marines, to get a upgrade kit like the Black Templars got, because the Black Templars upgrade kit is really cool, and the Ultramarines one's good. You get 2 sprues in it. Same for the Imperial Fist, same for the Iron Hands, same for the Raven Guard. You know, everyone that had a supplement, White Scars, they got a really good one as well. Blood Angels, Space Wolves, and Dark Angels still get 1 sprue with 6 shoulder pads and 3 Gravis on it. It's terrible. All 3 of them need a much better upgrade sprue. That would be very nice. Chaos Space Marines to get another load of stuff. That would be very nice. Primarchs are always fun to see. But other than that, I think I'm pretty much 40k'd out. I'd like demons to get something, but I don't think they will. Maybe a new Demon Prince kit, that would be cool. Imagine the chaos if GW embraced 3D printing. They did embrace 3D printing about 15 years ago. Oh yeah, a Deathwatch upgrade sprue would be amazing. Theirs, to be fair, isn't too bad, because you get, well, you only get 2 Terminator shoulder pads in it, don't you? Which is really bad. No decals. Yeah, you want Blood Angels decals. I don't know why they didn't get a better one. The thing I find interesting about the plastic aspect warriors thing is a lot of people who complain about Eldar not getting plastic aspect warriors already have massive Eldar armies, and none of them bought the new Howling Banshees. It's like, here's some plastic aspect warriors. Yeah, we don't want them. Which ones do you want? Well, I've got them all. Oh, right. So you just want them so that other people can have them? It's bizarre. $40k is in such a weird thing because, like, you're only ever going to see updates to old characters or old ranges now. So, like Astra Militarum, Tyranids, you might see that in a couple of editions' time. But you're only ever going to see that. You're never going to see a brand new faction appear. Which is sad. I mean, that's it, Chewie. That's exactly right. Why would you replace your metal aspect warriors? I had this conversation with an Eldar friend of mine, an Eldar player friend of mine, and he was like, I just really want, like, plastic sculpts of these things. I was like, well, plastic sculpts of what? I want plastic sculpts of striking scorpions. I was like, how many have you got? Oh, I've got 30. So, right, so you've got the most amount you can have in an army anyway. And he was like, yeah, but, like, I'd just like to see what they would look like. So, well, just draw a picture. So, but what about all the people who want to be Eldar players but don't want to work with metal and things? Those people are very few and far between. And anybody who wanted to be an Eldar player, they wanted to be an Eldar player because they were very competitively good. And do you know what was good in a competitive Eldar army? Not aspect warriors. It was flyers. And the flyer is quite a new kit. And it's plastic. So, go figure. It's nice that they're getting it. I just hope that there's some new models in there as well. Just hope that there's a couple of new Eldar model kits that aren't just reworks of Aspect Warriors. Because, you know, plastic striking scorpions would be great. Because striking scorpions are awesome models. But if I already had 30, because I love striking scorpions so much that I bought the metal ones or the resin ones, I'm not going to go out and buy 30 plastic ones and bin my old ones. I'm just going to keep using the old ones because I love striking scorpions, right? But I hope there's like a new... well, like Jane's R. Jane's R's great. The Jane's R model's fantastic. And that's redoing an old character. Like having a old Calgar and a new Calgar, that's perfectly fine. But like, if they just did a new plastic Terminators kit, I know there's already plastic Terminators, but if they just did a new plastic Terminators, I'm not going to replace my Terminators that I've already got. You know? Hope it's not more awesome vampires. Well, you might be about to see some more awesome vampires with some Curse City expansions. Because, of course, Curse City is coming back. Which might be the most exciting thing about next year. How does this Boromir meant to look? How is he meant to look? Oh joy, there's not a picture of him. I can't for one life of me believe that his... Is it meant to be like that? Maybe it is. How odd. Very good, Marty. There we go. That is Boromir. We've run out of music again. Just got one more to do. It is daft, isn't it? I'm going to play this game over Christmas. My family is all getting together for the first time on Christmas in a long, long time. And my younger brother, whose wedding I attended back in October, he's a big fan of Lord of the Rings, much as I am. And he is who I used to play Lord of the Rings Warhammer with a lot as a kid. We used to have a living room. In the living room, there used to be a dimmer switch, and what we would do is we would have these huge Mordor versus Minas Tirith battles in the living room, where we'd draw the curtains and we'd play the ambush at Osgiliath. So we had like these little makeshift rafts that the orcs would sail in on. And then we had some like custom rules as well for the dimmer switch. So every turn we'd turn the dimmer switch up just a little bit, and and the brighter it got, it represented the sun rising. And basically Minas Tirith had to survive until the light was fully on, and the orcs had to kill them all. And then, so that was objective 1. And then in the second game we would play, it was about the retreat. So you'd have to make it off the board. And the board being, you know, the floor. It was great fun. God, it's another weird fit. For Aragorn. That Carnivale stuff and the Rumble Slam stuff you're painting, Marty, looks really cool. There we go. The Balin's Tomb set, all assembled. Oh no, that's a that's a gene stealer. Put that knife away. That's also a gene stealer. Stop trying to infiltrate the Lord of the Rings, gene stealers. There we go. Blue sprue. Get out of here. There we go. We've done some hobby. So we're going to sign off in about 8 minutes at 10 o'clock. But before we do that, I just wanted to basically say that 2021 has been an incredible year for Warhipster, for Warhipstering. We've hit some amazing milestones this year and started doing things I never thought I would ever do, live streaming, doing that kind of thing. We've grown this amazing community in the last sort of 6 to 9 months. We actually hit 1 million views as well last week. Can you believe that? And 100,000 watch hours. That's how long the channel has been being watched for. The content. We crossed 300 videos. We've almost crossed 14,000 subscribers. We've painted 505 miniatures this year. 505. And that was with 3 months of working full time for a company. So I'm really excited to see what happens with a full year's under the belt, for a full year under the belt. So 2021 has been really special. It's been very special because of all of you joining me on these once a week, liking and commenting and viewing all of the content, giving me the motivation to keep going and with all your kind, lovely and awesome support. And I've had a great time. And next year, we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to go for another 500 models painted in a year. We're going to go for another 120, 150 videos in a year. We're going to live stream every week. Once a week. Maybe go up to 2 times. Maybe. Warhipster's only going to continue to grow from here. And that is in no small part due to the amazing support that you give me. So I just really want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for this year. To all of you. And I really hope that you have an incredibly Merry Christmas. You have an amazing Happy New Year. And you continue on this journey of world domination for Contrast Plus with me. Because, you know, I can't do this without you. You know, like even a couple of months ago when you know, my mental health was quite low, I felt like I could come on here and tell you guys that and have the kind of support that I was desperately looking for, or at least just the acceptance from the internet of all places. And that was what I was able to... I got that because of all of you. You give me the confidence to keep going. So, honestly, you've made my year amazing. And I look forward to doubling everything next year. We're on nearly 14,000 subscribers now. Let's shoot for 28 next year. At this point next year, let's hope we're talking 28,000. I'll have strobe lights and backgrounds and banners and all kinds of awesome stuff hanging around in the background, chilling out. We'll get some like full DSLRs and all that kind of thing hanging over here because, you know, ultimately, I just want to keep doing the best I possibly can for all of you as you go on this hobby journey, as we all take this hobby journey together, growing and learning and becoming awesome artists and making incredible friends and becoming a, you know, real tight-knit community that is very supportive and loving. And I honestly, if you'd asked me 2 to 3 years ago whether or not something like this would be possible, I'd have said no. But you ask me now and I think, yeah, we are going to get there. We're already there, but we're going to get there. And you guys are the best. So, a very Merry Christmas from me. A massive, massive thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the support this year. And that's it. That's the nice bit I wanted to end on. I'm gonna do another. I'm probably gonna do a little video. I might film it tomorrow. Hello, Javier. We're at the end where I'm just appreciating you guys, I'm telling you how much I love you. We might do a stream next week. Oh, Javier, that is so kind of you. Oh, Marty, thank you so much. Merry Christmas to all of you. And God bless us. Emperor protect you all. Is there any chance you could do a video of how to assemble models properly, Sean? Yeah, I could do that. If you got a specific model in mind, what would be the best thing that I could show that on? I could do that. I can do a how to build models video for you. Leave it with me. I'm going to make a note. I'm going to figure out how best to do that. Do a how to build models video. Something big if that's okay. Nighthaunt. Yeah, we could do something like Gobsprack, maybe. He's a video that will be happening next year. Didn't get time to do him this year, unfortunately. You did Marathi finally, and the post on Instagram with the 4 models of Broken Realms was epic. Nah, thank you, Javier. Marathi is done. I'm going to put her up on early access, I think, tomorrow. So you'll be able to watch her at least a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks early. Demon Engines? Yeah. I'll have a look at what big stuff I've got. Because I've got a lot of push fit. You know, things like the Breaker Boss and stuff like that. I'll leave it with me. I'll do it how I build models. Easy peasy, let me go. Order the Stomper. Because then I'll just be sat here with a Stomper that'll never go anywhere or do anything. Oh, Simon, that's very kind of you. Thank you for plugging me everywhere. It's because of people like yourselves doing that we continue to grow. We continue to gain more people to this awesome Warhipster family. It's a great piece. It's a great terrain piece. A Stomper is not a terrain piece. A Mega Gargant is. No, a Gargant. No, well, Squigoth. A Gargantuan Squid. I'll get one of them. Need to do a video review of the full range of the Army Painter Speed Paints. Yes, I do. I need to get the full range. I've only got 11 of them. 12 of them. And there's another 11 yet to come. But I will ask Army Painter if they're going to send me the remaining ones. And if not, I will buy them when they come out. But there will be full video review. There will be... This is all stuff for next year. But there will be a full video review. There'll be a full what it looks like for Army Painter. And a what it looks like metallic series for Army Painter Speed Paints. And we're even going to do Army Painter Speed Paint Plus tutorials for all of the Space Marine chapters. And we might make them metallics as well. Like how to do metallic Blood Angels. How to do metallic Imperial Fists. All of that stuff. Hoping you get more freebies. I am hoping I get all the freebies. I'm hoping, against hope at this point, that Games Workshop will swing down and say, Mr. Warhipster, your work with contrast paints has been invaluable. We would like to send you free stuff. And not just because you are going to win the competition. Because that would be fun. Either I become a partner of theirs, or I win the free Warhammer for a year. I don't care which one. You're almost at 14k subs now with how many you started the year. How many did I start this year? I started... no, that's the wrong one. 2021. I've gained 9.2 thousand subscribers this year. I gained 9,174. So I started on like 4,000. 2021. We're on 40. Currently we are on 13,986 subscribers. So nearly 10k in 1 year have joined, which is amazing. I'm buying the limited edition Oracle with Dead Rats. Oh yeah, I need to get him. He's very cool. You need to get 50k. I'd like to have 50k subscribers. Oh boy, that would be lovely. That would be awesome. Hopefully, this time next year, we'll be sat celebrating with 25 to 50,000 of us. And we'll all be here wishing each other Merry Christmas, telling each other how much we love each other and how much 2022 was an awesome year for hobby. And hobbying with me and hobbying with all of you. But it has now gone past 10 o'clock. And it is time for me to say goodnight. It's time for me to say Merry Christmas. With 25k subs, you can make a living out of YouTube. I'm trying to do it now. And also, we will have met up for Warhipster. Yes, we will. And I will get more information out to everybody about that very, very soon. May, June time. I was here before he was cool. Yeah. I'll never forget any of you. We'll go back to these. I always keep the live chat replays as well, so I can remember who everyone is. And then next year I can be like, when we've got like 150,000 subscribers and everyone's clamoring for my attention, I can be like, you guys, you are not as cool as the OG lot. You're still cool, but you're not as cool as the OG lot from 2021. I'm just saying. Because they were here in 2021. Some of them were here in 2020. Back when things were really fresh. And there were some people who have been here since 2019 when the channel launched. Back when I made it as a joke. No, not a joke. I made it as like I'm proving a point that contrast is really good. And then nearly 3 years later now, we're doing this for a living. We were here. Mom, get the camera. Yeah. Well, we're gonna do Warhipster Fest, and then that'll be like the beginning of the this is the best gang in the world, and here's the photo evidence to prove it. But this truly is the best gang in the world, and I love you all. And on that note, it is time to end. Thank you so much to everybody who has become a new member. Thank you so much to all those who've donated Christmas presents. That's what I'm taking them as. My Christmas present to you is about the last 10-15 minutes worth of love and sentimentality that I've given to you, as well as all the videos we've had this year. And as I said, over the Christmas period, over the next week, you've got 4 more videos to come out. And I'll just reiterate what those are. We have the Catan Shard of the Void Dragon. We have Marathi. We have Spartan-themed armies. Which is really cool. Just check that one out when it comes out. I think that's coming out tomorrow. And we have the Black Templars Castellan as well. So that'll be all of the main heroes, apart from the Emperor's Champion that we've done on the channel. And I need to get hold of an Emperor's Champion and do it. So we've done the whole suite of them. But yes, we are going to end there. Thank you so much to everybody. I will see you all next year. Possibly before the new year, I'll do another live stream, but I might not. If I don't, then I will see you next year. And if I do, I will see you next week. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for a Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for an amazing year. And I will see you all next time. Happy wargaming, you lovely, awesome, amazing people.